Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts. In this video I'll be looking at Cobra Commander issue 1. Okay, so my issue of Cobra Commander was delayed along with the bulk order of some other books, so I've only just received it. Book 2 of this is out this Wednesday, so I thought I'd better try and get an issue 1 review in as soon as possible. Um, yeah, not bad. Um, we see Cobra Commander walking around with his nifty little hat on out in the wilderness, tries to steal a car, or like a half tracky kind of thing, and he's kills the owner, spreads a little cobra thing on it, and then we skip back before. Now I don't know how far before, but before. Um, Now this to me was like, what the hell was this all about? From my understanding is that the G.I. Joe movie had some stuff about the history of Cobra Commander. I've never seen a G.I. Joe movie because the G.I. Joe movie in the UK was recut to include something with Action Force, which was the UK Action Force. And in the comics, Cobra Commander was the bad guy Baron Ironblood, and he basically decides to change his face mask to that of Baron Ironblood to Cobra Commander and became Cobra Commander. And his right hand man, which I cannot remember life of him, often Major Blood or something like that. Anyway, his face was burnt, and he was forced to put on the mask of Destro. So when it was kind of cut to when the actual movie came out in the UK, it was all cut together, and stuff from G.I. Joe was apparently taken off of it, and the reference for Action Force. But we also never saw cinema release or even VHS release as well, and a lot of that stuff got lost. So like that Thundercats and all this kind of stuff never really appeared as movies. We never saw any of that. So, and it was G.I. Joe was never ever shown as as far as I'm aware, as a UK cartoon. We got Transformers, and Transformers was literally 5 minute cartoons every day. So I think we got like the first season cut into each episode was like cut into 4 or 5 episode chunks for a week, and then you'd get that's all you'd get. So um, so yes, all this stuff is very strange. Now I'm assuming because I know a little bit of JoJo, this is something to do with Serpentor, which is another JoJo bad guy. But I don't know. Anyway, Cobra Commander basically is trying to do some stuff on thing, prove they've got some technology. He gets blown up in his own experiment. The bad guys bring him back to life, and basically send him out into the world to try and fulfill his mission. He's got these kind of bug things and his tech. You know, he kind of seems to rely on tech rather than this other stuff as well. Um, and his mission seems to be getting more technology, apparently from the fallen body of Megatron, which apparently looks like it was washed up in the Arctic somewhere. Again, we're not quite sure how far back this goes. Whether this is recent, we don't know. We get a little bit of Transformers history and data. He's basically torturing Megatron, which doesn't bode well in the future because Megatron apparently is alive and ready to kick some ass when he gets some arms back, I suppose. Um, but yeah, so there's a bad guy out here, another companion of him, which apparently has been sent out by the snake people thing to kind of help him around, and they are trying to make their way to see what else they can find, and apparently this is something going to the Dreadnoks. Now, Dreadnoks, my Dreadnoks I vaguely remember. So I remember them having some very pink kind of costumes, or bright costumes. But yeah, and chainsaws. Um, so yes, so it doesn't really matter that I don't know a lot about Cobra Commander and G.I. Joe because it still works obviously as the Energon Universe version of Cobra Commander. But I suppose if you know a lot about your original G.I. Joe, you're probably going to pick up a hell of a lot more Easter eggs and stuff that I would never ever see. But yeah, it still works as a decent series. To say this guy seems to be a lot more hands-on than I would assume Cobra Commander would be. It even says in the letters page that they made him that way rather than just being the bad guy that constantly lost and kind of like was apparently this master genius but always lost. This Cobra Commander is going to be a bit more hands-on, a bit more do his own work kind of thing. So yeah, it's a decent little version of him that yeah, more than happy to continue reading. But yeah, so how this is going to join up with the obviously the Gesto stuff that's in GI Joe and the other the Energy Universe stuff, I don't know, but it's very cool. I'm more than happy to continue buying this miniseries. I don't know if it's a 4 or 5 issue. And then obviously theoretically we're going to get some other GI Joe stuff, either a core GI Joe book or even a Cobra GI Joe book run in parallel. I don't know, because I say all the factions seem to be having a lot of extra backstory than the original one, where Joe Cobra did something, Cobra GOJ kicked the crap out of him, and then that was it. So, but yeah, all in all, good stuff. More a decent addition to the Engine universe. I will hopefully do a review of issue 2 very very soon, as it's coming along this week, and I will see you hopefully on another video. Thanks very much. Bye bye.